So you and T Sweat call yourselves the Eastview boys. For everybody out there, what's the meaning behind that?
Eastview. So that's the apartment complex we stay in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so boom, before this season, me and him kind of felt like, I'm not gonna say like we were doubted, but me and him going into the season, neither of us started. So then it was kind of like we kind of had a chip on our shoulder. And before the season, you know, we're roommates. So we sat on the couch and we talked about it like.
Not to interrupt you said going into this season, neither of y'all were starting.
Right.
So Sweat wasn't starting either going into this season?
It was kind of a complicated situation for him.
Gotcha.
But like we weren't starting the first game.
I gotcha.
So yeah. So then, you know what I'm saying, we were roommates. So we sat on the couch and we was like just talking like having a brother talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were both saying like we're gonna go off this year, regardless of how much playing time, anything like that. Like we knew what we was capable of, but we was also just like talking to each other, knowing that like we're kind of seeing how each other felt about being doubted and stuff like that. And then, you know what I'm saying? So the season that he had, I'm not surprised. He changed his ways like completely. Like he was like, I'm not gonna say he was a bad teammate. He was a teammate that was gonna tell you the truth, whether it was like say like, you know, a lot of people like to sugarcoat things. Mm-hmm. He wasn't gonna sugarcoat it. So he wasn't wrong with what he said, but you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to do that sometimes.
You gotta present it in a productive way.
Right, right. So he wasn't wrong with what he was doing, but he changed his ways. He stopped going out, he stopped drinking. Mm-hmm. He became a great teammate. And he really practiced hard, put in the work in the weight room. He changed his eating habits. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the season he had is not a surprise to me at all. You know, I'm really proud of him for the way he changed himself, you know, for the betterment of himself, his family, and for our team. Because like he said in his interview, I believe too, the reason we had success this year is because of him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's a lot of energy to the team. D-line they got all the characters on the team. They loud, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So really like they get the team going, like they can get the team going, or if they have dead energy, they can bring the team down. But him and the D-line always are characters. They brought their energy level up every time. So, you know what I'm saying? That's Eastview though.
Mm-hmm. So how'd y'all get so close? Because I know Sweat, what is he, like 2 years older than you? 2 classes ahead or just 1 class?
2 classes ahead.
2 classes ahead, yep. So how does it, because usually when you room with somebody, it's usually in the same recruiting class or if anything, just 1 class apart. Mm-hmm. Y'all being 2 classes apart, how did y'all get so tight?
I have no clue. My freshman year, I'm in study hall, mm-hmm. and a big D lineman come in and he just cracking jokes. That's what I'm saying. He's a character, so he's cracking jokes.
That sounds like Sweat.
And I'm like, and he was talking trash to me, joking with me. So then I was like, I don't know what happened. And then we went to the cafeteria together. And then eventually I became friends with another D lineman, Myron Warren. He transferred to Texas State. Mm-hmm. Me and him were really, really close. And then eventually he would always hang out with Sweat and I would always be with Myron. So then it was kind of like it was us 3 that were really the closest. Mm-hmm. And then us 3 became roommates. Well, they were roommates and then I moved in with them. So then that's how we all became close and he transferred. So then me and Sweat moved in together. But I don't know, we've just always gotten along. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, that's an interesting dynamic. And it even makes y'all's story that much better. Cause like you said, like both of y'all came in facing adversity. Both of y'all came in with a little bit of doubt heading into the season. And I think both of y'all were our 2 best players on both sides of the ball. So it's an interesting situation, but the way it all comes together, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. So.